Every product, every brand you know began as an idea. Entrepreneurship promises freedom and legacy, but the reality is harsh. Most businesses fail. Only 1 in 4 survive 15 years. The path is littered with dreams undone by brutal market realities. But understanding these odds arms you to face them, transforming you from a hopeful gambler into a calculated strategist, ready to win. In our hyper-connected world, we're bombarded by the myth of overnight success, stories of young founders and billion-dollar deals. But these tales are illusions, hiding years of hard work, failure, and persistence. True success is a marathon, not a sprint. Reject the seductive lie. Embrace the long, challenging, and ultimately rewarding journey of building something truly great. So we stand at a crossroads. On one side, we have the powerful, magnetic pull of the entrepreneurial dream. On the other, we have the cold, hard statistics of failure and the pervasive, misleading myths of easy success. The question is, how do we bridge this gap? How do we navigate this treacherous landscape and arrive at our desired destination of lasting wealth and impact? The answer lies in knowledge. It lies in deliberately studying the patterns of failure so that you can consciously avoid them. It lies in understanding the core principles that separate the businesses that thrive from those that wither and die. This is the journey we are about to embark on together. This is not going to be a superficial overview filled with motivational platitudes and empty cliches. We are going to roll up our sleeves and dive deep into the anatomy of business failure. We will dissect the most common reasons why ventures collapse, moving beyond the simple ran out of cash explanation to uncover the root causes. We will explore the critical mistakes made in judging a market, the catastrophic consequences of poor financial planning, and the subtle but deadly errors in leadership that can poison a company from the inside out. We will use real-world case studies from giants like Blockbuster to cautionary tales like Juicero to illustrate these pitfalls in vivid detail. But this journey is not just about dissecting failure. More importantly, it is about illuminating the path to success. After we understand what not to do, we will turn our full attention to what the winners do differently. We will uncover the secrets of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. How did Steve Jobs turn a company on the brink of bankruptcy into the most valuable corporation on the planet? How did Sarah Blakely build a billion-dollar empire Spanx with just $5,000 and no business degree? What principles of relentless customer focus and adaptation allowed them to not just survive, but to dominate their respective industries? Our goal is to provide you with a comprehensive playbook. By the end of our time together, you will have a clear framework for turning the common patterns of failure into your personal roadmap for success. We will move from the fatal flaws of new entrepreneurs to the proven strategies for building a business that lasts, covering everything from innovation and marketing to building great teams and mastering financial discipline. This is your masterclass in beating the odds. So, get ready to take notes, to challenge your own assumptions, and to gain the strategic advantage that most of your competitors will never have. The journey starts now. When a business dies, the official cause is almost always the same: it ran out of money. But that's just the final symptom, not the real disease. Failure is rarely a single event. It's a slow bleed, small mistakes, ignored warnings, and poor decisions that add up. Like a ship sinking from many leaks, businesses fail from overlooked problems, not just one big disaster. The real causes: flawed models, poor management, and a lack of market need. Success means finding leaks early and avoiding the wrong moves. The number one reason most businesses fail: building a product nobody wants. Entrepreneurs fall in love with their ideas, perfecting solutions in isolation, only to launch to silence. The market only pays for real solutions to real problems. Before you build, talk to customers. Validate the problem, confirm they'll pay. Don't skip this step. Otherwise, you risk joining the startup graveyard. Even with a product people want, poor leadership can destroy a business. Blockbuster's leadership, blinded by past success, ignored the future and dismissed Netflix's offer to sell for $50 million. They clung to late fees and resisted streaming, protecting old profits instead of embracing change. Netflix's leaders, in contrast, were adaptable and willing to disrupt themselves. Blockbuster's collapse wasn't about technology, it was a failure of vision and leadership. The lesson? In business, adapt or die. Passion drives entrepreneurs, but unchecked, it creates dangerous blind spots. Falling in love with your idea can make you ignore reality and honest feedback. Passion convinces you that enthusiasm can replace expertise, leading to poor hires and burnout. The solution? Balance passion with brutal honesty and a willingness to adapt. Love the problem, not just your solution. Be ready to change based on real feedback. Harness passion, but don't let it blind you. Passion is vital, but without a solid plan, chaos follows. Many founders ignore planning, underestimate costs, and overestimate sales, leading to disaster. Juicero's $700 juicer failed because the founders didn't validate demand or plan realistically. A business plan isn't a formality, it's a living guide that forces you to confront reality. Skipping this step is an invitation to failure. Plan with discipline, or risk sinking in the quicksand of chaos. Believing you have no competition is a fatal flaw. Competition is everywhere, even if indirect, like old habits or alternative solutions. MySpace underestimated Facebook, ignoring their superior execution and focus. Always assume your competitors are smart and relentless. Study them, learn from them, and never get complacent. Respect your competition, or they'll overtake you. Early success tempts founders to scale too soon, hiring fast, spending big, chasing growth. Premature scaling burns cash and damages your brand before you're ready. True scaling requires a proven, repeatable, profitable model, product-market fit. Focus on perfecting your process with your first real customers. Only scale when your foundation is solid and growth is sustainable. Nail it before you scale it. Discipline now builds lasting businesses. The secret to lasting success? Adaptability. The business world is a turbulent ocean, new tech, shifting tastes, fierce competition. Steve Jobs proved this at Apple. He returned, simplified, reinvented, and led Apple to create the iPod, iPhone, and iPad. Adapt, evolve, and stay curious. That's the real secret to beating the odds. Adaptability in business often means making a bold pivot, a fundamental change in direction when things aren't working. Many top companies started with one idea, hit a wall, and pivoted to something new. Odeo, for example, became Twitter after a major setback. The art of the pivot is about listening, letting go of ego, and seizing new opportunities from failure. In a world that is changing at an exponential pace, the most valuable currency an entrepreneur can possess is not money. It is knowledge. The most successful business leaders share a common, defining trait. They are obsessive, relentless, lifelong learners. They understand that their formal education was just the starting line, not the finish line. They know that the moment they stop learning is the moment they begin to stagnate, and stagnation is the precursor to irrelevance. They don't just learn about their own industry, they learn about technology, history, psychology, art, and human behavior, understanding that breakthrough ideas often come from connecting disparate concepts from different fields. This insatiable curiosity is their secret weapon. Look at a titan like Oprah Winfrey. Her journey from a difficult childhood to a self-made billionaire and one of the most influential people on the planet was fueled by an unquenchable thirst for learning and self-improvement. Her entire media empire was built on this foundation. The Oprah Winfrey Show wasn't just entertainment, it was a platform for mass education. She brought experts, authors, and thinkers to a global audience, exploring topics from finance to spirituality. But more importantly, she was the most eager student in the room. She read voraciously, she listened intently, and she was constantly evolving her own understanding of the world, and she brought her audience along on that journey of discovery. This commitment to learning must be woven into the very fabric of your company. It's not just about you, the founder, it's about building a learning organization. This means creating a culture where curiosity is rewarded, where asking why is encouraged, and where it is safe to experiment and fail, as long as the failure produces a valuable lesson. It means investing in training for your team, encouraging them to read books, attend seminars, and share what they've learned. When your entire organization is constantly learning and adapting, you create a collective intelligence that is far more powerful than any single leader's vision. Your company becomes an anti-fragile system that gets stronger with every challenge. So, how do you put this into practice? Dedicate time every single day to learning. Read books that challenge your assumptions. Listen to podcasts from industries outside of your own. Take online courses in areas where you are weak, like finance or digital marketing. Talk to mentors who are 10 steps ahead of you, and most importantly, listen more than you speak. See every problem, every customer complaint, and every competitor's move not as a threat, but as a learning opportunity. The entrepreneurs who beat the odds are not the ones who know all the answers, they are the ones who are best at learning them. You know, a lot of businesses out there claim to be customer-focused, but honestly, for most of them, it's just empty words tucked away in a mission statement. For the truly elite companies, the ones that build unshakable loyalty and dominate their markets for decades, it's something way deeper. It's what we call customer obsession. This is a profound, organization-wide mandate to start every single decision-making process with the customer and work backward. And it's not just about asking customers what they want, it's about really understanding their needs, their frustrations, and their deepest desires so intimately that you can actually invent on their behalf. We're talking about a relentless, almost fanatical dedication to creating value and delight for the end user, even if it comes at a short-term cost. The undisputed champion of this philosophy is Jeff Bezos and Amazon. From the very start, Bezos instilled a culture of customer obsession that honestly borders on a religion. Famously, in those early meetings, he would leave one chair empty and tell his executives it was occupied by the customer, the most important person in the room. It was a powerful symbol that forced every decision to be viewed through the lens of its impact on the customer experience. This obsession is why Amazon pioneered stuff like one-click ordering, customer reviews, and Prime's free 2-day shipping. Innovations that were logistically complex and expensive, but created immense value for the customer. A customer-obsessed culture, well, it changes everything. It changes how you design your product, how you write your marketing copy, how you price your services, and how you handle customer support. When a customer has a problem, a merely customer-focused company might ask, how can we solve this issue efficiently? But a customer-obsessed company asks, how can we solve this issue in a way that makes this customer a raving fan for life? And how can we fix the root cause so no other customer ever has this problem again? This mindset transforms customer service from a cost center into a powerful marketing and retention engine. It builds a moat around your business that competitors find almost impossible to cross. To beat the odds, you really have to adopt this mandate. That means getting out of your office and talking to your customers constantly. Use your own product every day to understand its flaws. Read every customer review, every email, and every social media comment. Empower your frontline employees to make decisions that favor the customer. Measure and reward employees based on customer satisfaction, not just internal metrics. While your competitors are obsessing over their balance sheets and their rivals, you'll be obsessing over your customers. In the long run, the business that owns the customer's heart is the one that will own the market. The secret to success? Singular, unwavering focus. Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, didn't try to do everything. She solved one problem for women like herself. She perfected one product, told her story boldly, and owned her niche before expanding. Before you conquer the world, conquer your village. Say no to 100 good ideas so you can say yes to the one great one. Once you've achieved product market fit, the real challenge is scaling without chaos. The answer? Systems. Systems turn individual effort into a smooth, scalable operation. Think McDonald's. Consistency everywhere, not because of great chefs, but great systems. Every part of your business needs systems. Marketing, sales, hiring, service. Build systems, not suggestions, and your business becomes a true asset. Your business rises or falls on the strength of your people. A founder's vision is powerful, but it takes a team of owners, people who feel genuine ownership over the mission, to truly succeed. The secret isn't just hiring for skill, but for alignment with your vision and values. Empower your team with trust and autonomy. True leaders create more leaders, not more followers. Build a high-trust culture, and your team will propel your business further than you ever could alone. Mastering the financial dimension of your business is like flying a jet with a full instrument panel. Financial discipline, managing cash flow, understanding your unit economics, and maintaining a margin of safety is the foundation of a resilient business. Respect the numbers, build your financial fortress, and you'll be ready to seize opportunities while others falter. On this journey, we've faced the harsh realities of failure and uncovered the secrets of enduring success. We learned from legends like Steve Jobs and Sarah Blakely, and saw that lasting businesses are built on adaptability, focus, and relentless learning. The blueprint is clear. Move from heroic effort to scalable systems, empower your team, and master financial discipline. With this playbook, you enter the arena not as a gambler, but as a well-prepared gladiator. The journey of entrepreneurship is one of the most challenging and demanding paths a person can choose. It will test your resolve, your intelligence, your resilience, and your spirit in ways you cannot yet imagine. There will be days filled with crushing doubt, sleepless nights wrestling with impossible problems, and moments where the temptation to quit will feel overwhelming. The statistics we discussed are not just numbers, they represent real people, real dreams, and real heartbreak. The path is fraught with peril, and success is never guaranteed. This is the hard truth, and it is essential that you embrace it with open eyes and a steady heart before you take your first step. However, it is also one of the most rewarding and fulfilling journeys imaginable. To take a simple idea, a flicker of a vision in your mind, and to mold it into a living, breathing entity that solves problems, creates jobs, and delivers value to the world is a profound act of creation. It is the ultimate expression of human potential. The opportunity to build something from nothing, to be the master of your own destiny, and to create a legacy of wealth and impact that can change the lives of your family and your community. This is the prize. It is a prize worth fighting for, worth sacrificing for, and worth facing down the intimidating odds for. You are now equipped with the knowledge that most of your competitors will never have. You understand the why behind failure and the how behind success. You have the playbook, but knowledge alone is not enough. The final, most critical ingredient is action. A strategy is worthless until it is executed. A plan is just a dream until you take the first concrete step to make it real. The time for learning and preparation is over. Now is the time for doing. Now is the time to take that idea you've been nurturing and expose it to the harsh, clarifying light of the real world. Now is the time to embrace the possibility of failure not as an end, but as a crucial part of the process of learning and growing. So take a deep breath. Acknowledge the fear, but do not let it paralyze you. Let it sharpen you. Step into the arena with confidence, armed not with naive optimism, but with strategic wisdom and a clear-eyed understanding of the battle ahead. The world does not need another dreamer, it needs another builder, it needs you. Your journey starts today. Go build something that lasts. Go beat the odds. If this hit hard, don't keep it to yourself. Like, comment, and share. Subscribe, as we are just getting started.